So it seems like this circle of guys, like these middleweight, the drama of the middleweight division essentially is creating this like situation where we're all just like attracted to the drama of these guys. You got Sean Strickland, you got, obviously Izzy's a part of the whole drama, and then you have Driscus who's now a part of it. You have Alex Pereira who's in there. You kind of have Ian Gary that's kind of there, and then Cosmot who's sort of trying to get involved in a way, and you have all these guys who are like caught up in this drama. I don't think I'm missing anybody, but yeah, I think that's everybody. And you have this kind of situation where it's like it seems like everyone online in the MMA community, we're all just focused on like those guys. It seems like, I mean, every now and then someone will bring up Conor McGregor, they'll bring up like Islam, they'll bring up Tom Aspinall or these guys, but there's no drama. Like in the heavyweight division, there's really nothing going on. Like up there, I mean, there's a little bit of drama between like Stipe, John Jones, and Tom, but it's not really. It's just like Tom being, asking for things he knows he can't get. Um, Lightweight division, there's a little bit, I guess. You got like Jamal Hill and you have Alex Pereira who have beef. Middleweight division though, I feel like has just so much beef. I mean, you just got all these guys. I mean, welterweight division. I mean, who? I mean, maybe Leon and Colby had a little something, and then that's it. That's it. You go like lightweight, okay. So you have a little bit. I mean, there's a little bit. You go below that, and then it's like, you got a couple 145er guys, little, Mickey Mouse characters, you know, tough guy syndromes, whatever. But man, the middleweight division, it really seems like that's where all the characters are. They're all right there in the middleweight division. It's so funny, these guys too. You got Paul Acosta, you got Robert Whitaker's not really a funny dude, but man, this whole situation is just so bizarre. And I think that one of the funniest characters is Alex Pereira. He's the only reason why the light heavyweight division is even like on the map right now. It's because of him. Like if we had Jamal Hill or Jiri or Jan as the champion right now, this would just be a boring, like you'd see the same guys fighting each other and then wanting rematches. None of them really have any personalities. Jamal Hill is like, he's okay. Jan is he's just a walking, talking boulder. I feel like, Jiri is interesting, but again, he's too autistic. But now you got Alex Pereira, who you got to give all the credit to, because he's such a great guy. Because like what happened to so Glover, right? Glover lost to Jamal Hill, and he also lost to Jiri. And then what did Alex Pereira do? He went up, he beat Jiri for the belt, and now he's gonna fight Jamal Hill to get revenge. So it's like, and then he was talking about with the whole situation with Sean Strickland and Drickus. He kind of threw out the idea that he was interested in basically getting revenge for Sean Strickland, right? He wanted to get revenge for Sean Strickland, and it's just like, man, he's just like, I don't know, he's just such an interesting character to look at. Because like, how many guys say those things, and how many guys are actually able to do it? Because he's already done it. He's avenged himself, right? He went in there, and the only stain on his career right now is his loss to Izzy, which he has said that he challenged him to come up to light heavyweight and fight him for one more time, which would be the smartest move. He'll easily beat Izzy at light heavyweight. At middleweight, he could get starched. I don't want him to fight Drickus. He's doing this whole thing where he wants to avenge, Strickland. He was in Strickland's corner. For you guys that don't know, I noticed that in like the second or third round. I was like, oh my God, that's Alex Pereira in his corner. I thought that was just so cool. This whole situation, right? That Sean Strickland avenged Alex Pereira by beating Izzy after Alex's loss. And then now Alex Pereira is thinking about getting revenge for Sean Strickland by taking out Drickus, which he would. I mean, 185 Alex is just, he can't take a punch, unfortunately. But if he fought him at light heavyweight or something, I don't think he should do it. he's just, I don't think he could take a punch at 185. He's too old now. He doesn't have the ability to kind of maintain his I don't know, vitality, his toughness, his chin at 185. I think if he went back down, he would just tarnish his career. He would probably get KO'd by Izzy and KO'd by probably Drickus most likely. I don't think he should go down. I just wanted to say that like what he's doing is a very like loyal thing. You don't see a lot of real loyalty nowadays. I mean, even in the rare circumstances that we saw, I mean, look what's going on between like Connor and what's his name, his buddy that he did the whole situation with Khabib over. Oh, I forget his name. If you guys know his name, you could put it in the comments. But real loyalty, like real loyalty, you don't really see that too often. Sometimes you see guys that are like, oh, he's my buddy, I don't want to fight him, kind of situations. But like loyalty, like I'm willing to like go down a division and kick someone's ass because he beat my friend. You don't see that. That's so rare to see. And but yeah, I don't think. I mean, you guys could say what you want to say in the comments. Do you think Alex Pereira should move down, avenge his loss to Izzy, get revenge for Strickland? I personally don't think so. I don't. I think Strickland, first of all, didn't have a bad loss. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they announced a rematch between the two guys. I think Strickland is his own man. I think he should go do his own thing. I think it's a very valiant thing though to say you want to avenge your friend Strickland, and then he is in the process of avenging his I mean, I guess sort of mentor, right? If he beats Jamal Hill, really there's no reason to stay in the light heavyweight division anymore other than just to kind of keep things going. Like there's really no personal reasons for it. I wonder if maybe he should retire after beating Jamal Hill, honestly, because again he's like 36, so he's in that range where it's time to retire. But at the same time, could he, he's thought about going down because he still has business. He still has business with Izzy. I don't think he has. He shouldn't fight Drickus. I say that like, if he beats Jamal Hill and Izzy won't move up to light heavyweight to fight him, if he's doing this whole no, you got to come down, I won't fight you. I think he should just retire at that point, just for the sake of legacy. Because if he moves down to middleweight and he does get that fight against Izzy, it's really gonna be in Izzy's favor for the most part, because I'm pretty sure Izzy is a little bit younger than Alex, and Alex cuts more weight than Izzy does in order to get down there. So it's, and if he gets knocked out again by Izzy and then Izzy does the whole thing he did the second time, I mean that would just be so hard to watch. So Alex is in an interesting position because if he beats Jamal Hill, then at that point he really won't have anything else to do other than to fight Izzy a third time. But I guarantee you he's going to run. He doesn't want to fight Alex again, and he definitely doesn't want to fight him at light heavyweight because he'll for sure be KO'd at light heavyweight because Alex will be able to eat those punches that he was throwing at him that he did in the second fight. 185 he won't take it. But the problem is it's like Alex may be a little too tough for his own sake. He may think I'll go down to 185. I beat him one time, I'll beat him again. And then a lot of coaches and these people, they're just yes men, especially to these like powerful, once a fighter gets a belt and all that stuff, he starts walking around like he owns the place at that point. And these coaches and these guys, all they care about is money. So I wouldn't be surprised if he's just like, yeah, I'll do it, and no one stands in his way at that point. And then it's a flip of a coin at that point. It's a flip of a coin. Would he catch Izzy and take him out like he did in the second fight, or would Izzy catch him? It's literally a flip of a coin. I mean, would that be incredible for us fans to watch? It would, but at the same time, we're ruining someone's legacy right there, right? It's either Izzy's going to get ruined and he's going to be, I mean, what's their fight score at this point? It's like in kickboxing, Alex beat him twice, and then he beat him in MMA, and then Izzy got him in the second fight, so then it's like 3-1. And it's funny too because this whole situation has spawned all this stuff. It's like, well, yeah, but Strickland was trained by Alex Pereira right before he fought Izzy, so you could give that win to Alex So that's 4-1. And then you can give Alex, you could give him 5-1 because he defeated Jan, who defeated Izzy. So it would be 5-1. And so there's just all this fun stuff going around, circling around Alex Pereira. And I don't think I've ever seen a non-English speaking champion ever become so popular, especially in the meme circles. Like, Alex Pereira really is a special guy, I have to say, because I've never seen a guy like this. His career is just so all over the place, coming into the middleweight division with a couple wins, fighting the champ, beating him with their history, and then getting the rematch, and then losing, and then being the Chad and saying, who cares? Moving up the light heavyweight, beating Jan, beating Jiri, getting the belt. Now he's gonna be fighting the previous champion. If he beats him, he'll be the light heavyweight champion at that point, and then he could just do whatever he wants. So he ignored Izzy after that loss and turned it into an even bigger win. And so, like, where's Izzy? Well, Izzy got beat up by a guy that Alex Pereira trained and completely destroyed. He won't be back till 2027. And then Alex Pereira just goes in and gets another belt, defeats like all these guys that would have just like slept Izzy. And he avenged Glover Teixeira's loss of Jiri, and he wants to avenge his loss against Jamal. So it's just, oh man, he's just such an interesting character. Especially with this whole breakup situation too. He's like turned it into a joke about how like I broke up with her because she had a husband or whatever. And in some ways you could easily say that he's also beating Izzy here, because Izzy had he had a breakup with his white girlfriend, and she was like, they weren't together. They weren't like engaged or married. They didn't have kids. I don't know if they lived together, but she tried to insinuate that like she deserves like half of his wealth because she was like, I don't know, making PB&Js or something. And so he's going through like a whole legal situation with her. So a bad breakup, right? But then now we have Alex Pereira going through a breakup, which he's, put out there online, and she's, kind of defended herself. I'm not going to go too deep into this, but kind of funny that Izzy had a bad breakup, and now Alex in some ways is going through a worse one. But again, he's kind of turned it into a win. It's very interesting, right? This isn't like a lot of guys will be online. They'll say, "Oh, your girlfriend cheated on you, haha, I fucking hate you," right? Because they're haters, right? They're mad that that guy beat their favorite fighter, but now we're he's kind of twisted it into like this is kind of a funny situation, or even a one up on Izzy because, oh, you thought you had a bad one. I one upped you and had an even worse breakup than you did. such a funny situation. This whole middleweight like division. It's just like so many like funny dudes in there, honestly. And it's not over too. The Sean Strickland Dricus fight, there was no conclusion to that. There's just gonna be more trash talk online. And then I don't know, we'll see what happens. So I'm very excited to see. These guys are very entertaining, and really to me that's what MMA is all about. So I'll see you guys on the next one, and you guys could write something in the comments about what you think about all these characters, because it seems like all the fun is in the middleweight division. Lightweight division can be kind of fun, but I think the middleweight division is kind of where all the characters are. But yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.